I'm completely nervous and I'm going to completely build an application using Cursor from scratch, taking an idea and completely developing it. Now I have Cursor Pro trial with me. And so let's go ahead and just try the agent, the new agent feature, the Cursor 2.0, introducing agent and we're building apps. So let's dive straight into this. Go to ChatGPT, get an idea of what I can build with Cursor, get that idea, put it into Cursor, plan the entire application. Then I'm going to ask the agent to build that entire application and for me to deploy it. I'm going to use like Python examples because there's a lot of environments that you need to set up before you can do it. So Python is something that I know. So I'm going to be very familiar with it so that I can debug if there is something, or else I can have to completely rely on the agent. So let's get this started. First of all, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm just going to ask it to give me some idea. So the way that it's going to be working is, first of all, just let's say prompt it and say give ideas around what I can do. Okay, so let me just ideate first. First of all, okay, it's not working. Yeah, there we go. It starts working. For some reason, the mic doesn't go from here. I want you to recommend uh, some application that I can build with Cursor 2.0 has recently released with agent feature, and I want to be using and choosing only Python frameworks. So give me something that is small, easy to make, and I can develop it using Python frameworks, typically around generative AI applications or chatbots or something like that. So can you just research the internet and give me some ideas that I can begin or start doing it? Okay, so I outsource my thinking to ChatGPT, and now let me see what kind of ideas it gives. And it says, okay, I want you to recommend some application. Let's see. So thinking longer for a better answers. I'll let it think. Meanwhile, what I'm going to write while it's thinking, what we're going to do right now. Okay, it's already there. Okay, so there are sub-page problem statement to get in basic agents. So stack, fast API, Pydantic, and PyTest. So all of that is good. ChatGPT-style chatbot. So fast API or Flask, WebSockets and all that, and Open API and third be part of it. Discussion for writing and streaming on FAQ, rack bot over your own docs, upload PDFs, ask question, get answers. It's going to be fast API, LangChain and all that. Fast agent to auto create scripts and eval ones. Code explainer, CSV Q&A assistant, prompt to dashboard, personal knowledge, Notion, that part of it, email reply, support ticket, triage, okay? UDF blob content summarizer. Okay, I'm just going to go with a simple one. That is, paste a problem statement and get ready to run fast API skeleton basic tests. Okay, so this is the one. Requirements app skeleton agent. Okay, ChatGPT style web chatbot. Let me just go with something like this. And yeah, let's just go with this particular idea. Okay. So I got my idea. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go over to a folder called Custos 2025. And I'm just going to click on folder here. I'm going to say Chat GPT clone. Okay. I don't know how effectively this is going to handle it, but let's see. So Chat GPT clone. I'm going to just go ahead and say open project. And I'm going to go into my documents and go into Cursor 2025, GPT clone, and say select folder. Now this has a completely blank canvas. There's a chat hand on the side and there is no project files here. There is a agent window here. I want to explore the agent window here, and there's an editor window if you want to. So this is the agent 2.0 introduction that they did, and this is the editor window that is available, which was the previous version. We're going to go with agents right now. So first of all, before we begin, what we need to do is ensure that we are in the plan mode. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is, again, I'm going to put something like chat here and let's see. And let me just get out my plan here and let's see if this chat mode works exactly how this one looks like. Okay. So I want you to build a chat GPT style web chatbot. And this is locally hosted using fast API, WebSockets, and let's just say Ollama as the the application. I have a local Ollama, and yeah, it should be completely like WhatsApp. Okay, so yeah, let's. Can you give me a plan for this one? Okay, so there we go, and then I just give the additional details that are there. So in case it does not understand it, so I'm just going to go ahead and give this. It says it's planning next moves, and I have my auto selected here, so it's going to basically select all the models that it feels necessary. Okay, so there's this front-end framework. What should we use? React, Vanilla HTML, Vue.js, or others specify. So with white, I'm just going to go React with white because we can deploy this easily using Cloudbean or Replit or some other platform. But just let's go with Cloudbean or Vue.js. Okay, let's go with Vue.js because this is what we'll do. So Vue.js, and then UI state should be closely matched to this thing. Yes, match. Okay, so the first one is going to be Vue.js. Yes, match ChatGPT. Should be basic chat only, sender receive messages. Conversation has a process chat. No, I don't want that. Basic chat only. And then make it configure, use any model for the name or use a default model Llama 2 or nothing. Make it configurable and default it to Ollama local. Okay, so I gave it the responses, whatever it wants. Okay, there it goes. And now it is giving me a plan. So plan.md. So it's going to give me what it's going to be using. All of that details it is coming up with. Typically, you want to just validate all of this. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to validate this and see if it's going to work. So once it says that, I'm just going to say build it. Okay, so let's see. At this particular time, it's going to take its own time to build it. And whatever it is doing, I'm just going to keep saying yes and approving it so that it's able to do it. Okay, so the idea is, even if it is not working, it should be at least be able to open up the interface and I should be able to see something around it. Okay, so it's going to do in the entire structure. Now, please note, I don't know any of these. I'm not a programmer, I'm a data scientist, right? So I don't know any of this, but I know that what I want to build, right? So let's see what it's able to do that. It says, do you want to install the recommended Vue official extension? Yes, I'll say install, trust publisher and install. So it's going to ask any of these things. So I'm going to do that. Okay, it did something. I am just going to Control B or via layout controls. Okay, so that's Control B. There it goes. Yeah, that's nice little trick. Okay, dismiss and then Control B. Yes, perfect. This is done. So I'm going to close this. To view. Okay. I don't want this window. Okay. Now it's still working. I don't know what it is doing right now, but let's see what's happening. Okay, so it did a bunch of stuff from here. Took quite some time, a minute or so, to add certain files and came to this place where it says 14 files added. I'm just going to say keep all. Okay, and it has been done. So next steps, install backend dependencies, cd backend, pip install and all that, and be able to do this, open this browser. So next steps, okay, so this is what it is. Summary, build a ChatGPT style. Backend is FastAPI, frontend is Vue.js, readme setup usage, git ignore files. Next step, install backend dependency. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up the terminal here and go install backend dep this thing. Okay, so cd pip install. So I'm going to go here and open up a command prompt and cd backend. Okay, I went to the backend. I'm going to say pip install requirements. So there we go. Then there is front end dependencies, that is cd front end, and then go into cd front end dependencies. Okay, so I'm just going to go back cd dot dot. So I'm going to go cd front end, and I took quite some while to understand what's happening here, but cd is just changing the address. I'm in front end right now. npm install. I'm just going to say enter. It's npm install, enter. There we go, it's working. Okay, so it's working. So I'm going to just go back now and go to cd backend. So cd backend, sorry, cd dot dot cd backend, enter. And now it says Python main. Okay, so Python main dot py, enter. Okay, so that server started. I'm going to cd frontend and npm server. Okay, so I'm just going to open up another command prompt. I'm going to say cd. Okay, ensure Ollama is running also. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up Ollama. Okay, so that's my Ollama. It's locally installed. There is something available there, but that's fine. Open this local browser. Okay, so that's there. Ollama should be working. Go settings. Okay, I don't want to come here. Expose and allow other devices, select services to access online. Okay, let's do that. And okay, I'll just say hi and see if this is working. Yeah, it is working. That's good. So now I can safely just come here and just say cd front end and then just say npm run dev. There we go. And we have this open. So let me just click on this and come to this, and I have my own ChatGPT clone. Wow, I just say hi. Let's see if it is able to respond. And Ollama models are all available here. So these are the same models that are actually available here. I'm glad it found them. Let me see if it is able to respond here. Okay. I don't know if this is working or not. So I just need to go back to ChatGPT and probably just. So I need to open two different terminals. Here, Python one. This is the one. It's getting the request saying HTTP OK part of it. Okay, and this is the e-build, which is the front end part of it. Python. It's working. Hopefully, it should be able to respond in some time. Server. Yeah. So it is able to find this link saying okay. It should be able to respond. Yeah. Hi there. Uh, is there something I can help you with? Would you like to chat? I can't believe I got this in the first attempt, but this is amazing. Like the first draft is really, really good. What I'm going to do right now is I think I'm going to save this version and probably then upgrade this particular version and do something on top of it. But at least the first version is working with local the ChatGPT clone, right? So really, really great, good experiment using this thing, and it was be able to done within the first attempt itself. Just so that I complete the loop. What you need to do is you need to have this npm installer for Windows before you do this, and so you need to get this installer, and you also need to install Anaconda Python. So download and install this. It will help you manage the Python versions and all that. So I have both of these applications installed, and on top of which what and then also Ollama. And then I was able to create this application here. So Ollama, Cursor, Node.js, and Anaconda distribution. These are the 4 applications that I did. You can install all of these things. Ollama, you need to have a graphic card. I have a graphic card. I can do it, but should you want to do something like that, you can do Open API or Google Gemini, something like that. So yeah, that's what this entire application looks like. I think I got this in the first go. Cannot be more excited than this. I'm going to do a version 2. Again, this is me just learning in public or learn information. And as you can see, yes, I have a lot of knowledge about these technologies. But if you're non-tech background, if you're somebody who's wanting to get into this industry, this is a first step. Just getting the experience of building stuff. I know that people will say about security and all of that kind of details, but these all things will get improved. But the best part is that you can start building your own applications, and I'm excited to see what I can do with this further. Let me know in the comment section what is the next thing that I can build for you, and I can experiment with that. Thank you, and I'll see you again.